welcome to episode 110 of Your Ultimate Comeback. I'm Brad, here with my co-host Raquel. Good to see you.
Hello, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yes.
Pretty excited. We have a guest today. His name is Jonathan Robinson. He specializes in past life regression hypnotherapy and custom hypnotherapy sessions, guiding clients through deep subconscious exploration to release trauma, gain clarity, and experience profound transformation. Whether uncovering past lives, breaking through limiting beliefs, or creating new patterns for success, his approach helps clients reconnect with their true essence, heal unresolved emotions, and step into their fullest potential. Jonathan, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. So I had a client for years, Dr. Daniel Amen, and I remember him telling me, I asked him what his favorite book was, and it was, oh my gosh, Many Lives, Many Masters. Is that correct?
Yeah, by Brian Weiss, right?
Yeah, so of course I'll go out and I buy it and I read it, and it's all about what we're going to talk about today. So I'm really excited because I went through a past life regression once just to see what it was like.
Yeah.
It was a crazy experience. So I'm excited to dive into this with you today.
And that's how I started too. I was just curious about what's the bigger picture of life, what happens after you die, and, to get a bigger picture of why we're here. So Dolores Cannon, Michael Newton, Brian Weiss, Edgar Casey, if you guys are curious about past lives, tons of great information. And they've done thousands and thousands of sessions with people from all over the world. And now I'm here doing thousands of sessions here and with people from everywhere. So everyone can do this. And yeah, it helps us grow spiritually.
That's awesome. Let's start off. Can you give our listeners an idea of what past life regression is?
Yeah, so it's a guided meditation. Basically, it's hypnotherapy, which is a deep state of relaxation. And so in hypnotherapy, regression to childhood or years prior is very common. By asking the right questions, we can go back even further to past lives, which I think is so fascinating, because how can the mind remember what happened before we were alive? And it's almost like in the theta frequency is what we go to in hypnosis. The pineal gland hooks up to the internet. Imagine you're a computer and you're offline, and it hooks up to the internet of the universal life force energy that's in us, and we receive deep messages. So imagine your life is a book, and we're currently on the chapter of your life, and every day is fate, and your actions and what you do determine what your outcome is. Well, the pages above are blank with your future lives, and the pages behind you are already written with your past lives. And so we can go back into them in that deep state of relaxation and find out patterns, cycles, birthmarks, fears, phobias, and everything else.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just a wild, and the best way is wild.
Yes.
Like
yes.
the experience that you have as you start unfolding the past and the past lives and the things you see and what they mean. In regards to past lives from a spiritual perspective, what do they reveal about identity, purpose, and healing?
Yeah, it's so we all come into this life and we incarnate for a few different reasons. Perhaps we do it to learn and progress, to help others, to be in service, and to celebrate on this beautiful planet. But we all also have like a television series, they have the overall goal of like the episodes, but in each episode there's like a side quest of each episode. So that's like our life now, where we're here to learn lessons. And what I see often is patterns and cycles of people being a healer in this life while they've been a healer in the past life, or a leader, or someone with trauma, relationship trauma, maybe has experienced that in many different past lives. And they're here to learn the lesson, to break that cycle, break that pattern. And through these sessions, we can break through that, get to the root cause of some of these emotions, and release them in these sessions to propel us forward on our highest timeline.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So in regards to like, I'm just going to kind of use my experience, if that's okay. Like it was like I was reliving, I think you just kind of talked about it, reliving this same pattern, and I wasn't learning the lesson, and it kept coming up throughout my past lives, and I was in the middle of it again in my current life. So that's a pretty common thing.
It is, yeah. The universe is a tough teacher. It'll continue to test us until we pass the test. It won't let us move on to the next grade. So
that's a good way of putting it, by the way.
Yeah, and I've had that in my life too, where I was avoiding a situation I didn't want to confront, and it would just keep putting people in my life to confront me, and I would just avoid it until I finally, put my foot down, my throat chakra cleared, and I was able to like speak my truth. And for a lot of us, it's always a little bit different, and that's why I love these sessions. Everyone has different fears, phobias, birthmarks. Everyone has different story, and that's kind of we identify who you are on a soul level throughout many lifetimes.
Interesting.
So what did we learn about you, Brad, other than you probably are not very good with boundaries? Just saying.
I'm not going to go into detail with it. It was a scenario with my mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was.
But it was spot on?
Oh, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
But that was the lesson that I was supposed to learn. That it created a lot of different
strife.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't want to dive into it, but
okay.
Yeah, it was an interesting one because there were some struggles I was having that I couldn't figure out, and regular therapy wasn't helping me, and so I was like, I'm gonna go
try this,
give this a go, and it was a really interesting perspective. Gave me a lot of clarity for sure.
Oh, that's good.
And it wasn't an issue with my mom; it was creating issues in other parts of my life. But from the past life experience, it was a situation that happened with my mom.
I see.
Yeah. So, or my mom at that time.
I see.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
It's hard. I have a hard time explaining the experience, but I can remember the moment we found in the past life that was like the triggering scenario. And it scared me. I won't lie. It scared me. I popped right up out of the meditation once I saw it.
Wow.
And the lady had never seen that before, but I was like, it was like my subconscious didn't want to witness it again. It was pretty wild.
Is that common, Jonathan?
Not to pop up out of experience. But, our spirit family is a group of like-minded vibrating souls that incarnate with each other. Sometimes they'll be the mom and you'll be the child, or other lifetimes you'll be the parent and they'll be the child.
Interesting.
Vice versa. Soulmates switch roles. We bend male and female, rich and poor, dark skin, light skin, to experience such different aspects of being human. I had a lot of my clients do have trauma, PTSD, challenges, childhood abuse, and we, a lot of what we are today is shaped by our childhood because children operate in theta frequency, the frequency of hypnosis. So they're being programmed for the adult adolescence. That means whatever you tell a kid, it absorbs right into them like that. Like they're like sponges. They can learn multiple languages very quickly.
Yes.
So if trauma happens to them when they're young, a lot of, abandonment, scared, fear, whatever it may be, that sticks with them, the fight or flight will be up. And we can alleviate that with hypnosis. So I would usually do a 3-session package for those folks. And then the third session would be a past life session. I had this, I'll tell you a story real quick. I had this lady who had a really abusive mom. Childhood wasn't good. Some people just shouldn't be parents. I don't know. She's not alone though. If anyone listening maybe can relate, but so she wanted to find out that relationship trauma and karma. And so she went into a past life in Japan where she was a male. She was a soldier who was a pilot, and she would always be off on duty, or in that life, it was a he. And he kind of got married to this woman, which was her mom in this life. She got married as a man to that person who was her mom. And he was always off on duty, not emotionally available, neglected her, didn't really want to do the marriage, but kind of had to because they had kids. And his wife was just sad the whole life. It was just not good for her. So in this life, that karma returned to her, where the mom neglected her as the daughter. Yeah, and so she found some deep healing from it. We released that emotion that's trapped, that resentment and whatnot. But karma can come back in different ways.
Wow.
So what are like? I know a lot of people probably hear this like, what in the hell is this topic? This is a little woo-woo.
It is.
But like, what are some signs and memories that people could possibly be having that may point to past life scenarios?
Yeah. And I love to validate it because I'm a skeptic too. I didn't I didn't think I was going to be doing this. I got a hypnotherapy session done, and I won a disc golf tournament. I was top sales guy in my company. I got into a relationship. I just had these. The confidence was always there. I had these blocks like in my mind. I couldn't do it, And so, what validates this so impressively to me? Not only can everyone do this from all different cultures. You don't even have to believe in it for it to work. Children's past lives. Jim Tucker at the University of Virginia has 2 books in thousands and thousands of cases of children. They're 4 years old. They're telling their parent, "Remember when we were Japanese?" And then the next week she'll draw Japanese symbols.
Oh, wow.
She's never even seen that culture before. Tons of stories like that on my Instagram, Journeys into Past Lives. I post like children's past life stories. There's a lot of cases like that. Psychedelic trips like ayahuasca, a lot of times past lives will come up and they'll come to me after because they want to do a deeper dive into it. Akashic records is a way to look at your past lives. That's like a psychic reading you them. Astrology. Every astrology has the South Node. The South Node is past lives in every astrology, every culture. Spiritual books and gurus, psychics, mediums, oftentimes tell people out there about the past lives, and then they'll come to me after and want to do a deeper dive. Because with me, you experience your past lives like a daydream, like a movie. You are in the scene. You're not going to experience anything unpleasant, but it's a feeling, a knowing, and a lot of people with me get clear visions.
Wow.
So a lot of things validate it. Not only that, but we see deep connections. Like I did this session, this lady was like a horse breeder in her past life. After the session, she's like, when I was 4, I always used to draw horses.
Huh.
She's
Wow.
like birthmarks. I had this guy had a birthmark in his back on his left side. Well, in a past life, he was stabbed in an alley with a knife.
No.
And birthmark was right in that spot.
Crazy.
So just a lot of different things. And, you don't have to believe in it for it to work. Everyone can do it. And if you want to, you can just view it as a metaphor or like a daydream of just scenes that can help you show you reflections of your current life challenges.
I want to hear more about what were you doing? You said you kind of won this experience initially. Is that correct? When you were a top salesperson or something that led you to this? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. My first hypnotherapy session afterward, I felt so confident and balanced and more like myself. And I just, no hesitation on different things. And it kind of unlocked a part of my mind that was kind of holding me back.
So it made you eager for more, I assume.
Yeah, it was pretty profound because I was like, how can one session change so much of my life? It's it's not like therapy where you're there for years, and months, you don't get anywhere.
Right.
I do 3 sessions with people and they make dramatic changes. People feel stuck and they get releasements like they've never felt before.
Wow.
And it's the technique. It's the energy healing. If anyone's done Reiki before, they don't even touch you. They go over you with your hands. My hands are heating up right now just thinking about it.
Yeah.
And because I do distance Reiki with my clients during the sessions. But after my first Reiki session too, the lady was like, yeah, your throat was blocked. Your gut was here and there's something in your heart. And I was like, she told me everything, all my problems. And afterward, I felt more balanced and better.
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So give us an example of so you said a lot of different types of people come to you. Is that correct? All ages, I assume.
All, anyone can do this. All different cultures. A lot of my clients feel stuck. They've overcame some tough challenges in life and they're looking for answers. They have deep hurts. I had this one person, I'll tell you this story. I had this one lady from California last month, and she was a singer in this life and a performer, but she has hesitancy going on stage. I'll tell you what she told me after the session too, which validates it even more. So she was scared of Egypt as well. She told me right before it started. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Well, she went to typically it's a 2-hour to 3-hour session. We go to 2 or 3 past lives and we call your higher self forward. And that's always pretty fun to get some just direct answers and downloads. she went into a past life in Egypt for her third life. She was a priestess. She was a singer in that life, just like she is now.
Wow.
She would use her voice, rituals. She was in Egypt when Egypt was like the Mecca, like Atlantis was prior to that. And the Pharaoh was very mean, she said. She was angry at him. And one day, I said, go to an important day. And she went to a day where she confronted the Pharaoh for his negative attitude. And he didn't like that very much, so he punished her. He punished her to the dungeon, and she reported in the session she was like shivering because it was cold and musty. They locked her in a 6x6 room where she starved to death.
Oh, man.
Then, after the session, not before, she's like, oh, that explains my phobia of elevators. Every time she goes on an elevator, it was so normal for her. She would text her mom her location, and she would bring snacks with her just in case she got stuck.
Wow.
Well, that explains that.
Yeah.
And explains that phobia. And her throat, her voice, we cleared her throat too, and it sounds better. She reports, singing and no hesitation now.
Wow.
So.
I feel like I should do this because I have some things that some lessons that feel like I've had to repeat a few times in my life.
It's a really interesting experience. Yeah. The book that Dr. Amen had me read about it, I would read the book.
Okay.
If you have any hesitancy towards it or like, what is this? Mm-hmm. That book was incredible. Like, it made me excited to try it. Mm-hmm. But like, if I wouldn't have read the book first and you would have told me to go do it, I just know in hell I would have gone to do it. Oh, really? But after reading the book and having Dr. Amen tell me it was his favorite book, it's a neat experience.
I bet.
Yeah.
But the sessions are 2 or 3 hours, you said?
Yeah.
That's lengthy. So I would need snacks for that. I would.
It's mostly because the client's doing most of the talking.
Oh, I see.
So after I get them into a deep state of relaxation, everyone can do this, guys. Hypnosis. I send you a guided recording beforehand. Mm-hmm. And actually, I'll be sending my app. I created an app for everyone too. It's called Journeys into the Subconscious. And the app will have journeys like past life regressions, daily meditations, and custom sessions for anything you want, like a phobia, like, biting nails, something uncommon. There'll be like weight loss and stop smoking and vaping and stuff. But
sure.
I'm really excited about it. Working hard on it, Journeys into the Subconscious. And you just take practice. So you practice with that. Then in the session, you can go deeper. And the client is actually doing most of the talking. They're reporting back to me what's happening. And, I'll take them off the cloud or whatever vehicle we use to get to the past lives, a portal, a bridge, whatever it is. And then I never know where they're going. They could end up in a battlefield, a desert, an ocean on a spaceship, a sailboat. And then from there, I'll guide you to the most meaningful scenes to get the lessons that you need from the session.
That is fascinating. It really is.
Yeah. You should do it. It's
I
really
know.
fun.
I think I should.
Yeah.
I think I should.
Yeah.
But I think about things like you said, habits and so forth. Quinn picks her thumbs. Why does she pick her thumbs? You just think, oh, it's a nervous thing. But maybe there was something, right?
Too bad we didn't do. So the last podcast I was on, I actually hypnotized the host and
Whoa.
we did before the podcast, we did a session.
Oh, okay.
And then on the podcast, we talked about the session on the podcast.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Have you ever had anything kind of go awry where people get very scared or crying or is it all generally it's kind of okay?
Yeah, so if anyone's seen the movie K-Pax, it was 2001, Kevin Spacey. He was like a space alien that came back, and they did actually a regression in that movie, but they made it kind of sound scary. Mm-hmm. And hypnosis is so safe. No one's ever died from it. And it's just like a meditation. It's like a nap. No one's ever gotten stuck. However, if you're scared of it, don't watch the TV because you go into alpha frequency when you watch the news and stuff. They're called programs for a reason. They're programming you to think a certain way, be scared of this, live in fear. So shut it off and unhypnotize yourself from limiting beliefs with hypnosis to be your best self, true authentic self. these sessions go anywhere, and we do go to scenes that are unpleasant sometimes. But a good hypnotherapist will guide you through it, and that's why it's good to do it with someone who's experienced, because they can guide you through those scenes. Like if you're going on a trip up to Mount Everest, you might want to not want to do it by yourself for the first time, right? It's like a couple months trip or a couple weeks trip. You might want a guide. So a guide can help you through and take you to the most scenic views and beautiful places, and do those releasements like I was talking about, that emotion. The Body Keeps Score is a book all therapists read, and an emotion gets trapped in your body until it gets released. It's like the subconscious is protecting us from that hurt happening again. And that's what I do as well, as we find out the root cause of these challenges and we release it. So my clients feel lighter, less weighed down, more clarity, and more optimistic moving forward.
I love that.
The only problem is I got to keep finding new clients, because everyone I help,
you heal. That's awesome, though. I mean, that's a good problem to have, actually, right? Is it typically 2 or 3 sessions that they feel, let's call it relief? I don't know if that's the right word, but what would you call it? Is relief an okay word?
Transformation.
Transformation.
Do awake and release. Yeah, I call it like awake and release 3-session package.
Wake and release? Is that what you said?
Like awaken
and release. Okay, got it.
Why is something like this so much more powerful than like a typical talking session?
Because we go to the theta frequency, and in the theta frequency, your mind is able to, the subconscious runs 95% of your life. So your habits, your thoughts, your patterns. And we can't access that by talk therapy, because the conscious mind puts up a shield. And when we go into hypnosis, that shield is completely disabled, and we are able to instill positive suggestions that help them be their true authentic self, release those patterns. And the subconscious doesn't work in talk. It works in colors, shapes, emotions, textures. It's not rational or logical. And so we use metaphors, and we can make great strides in just a few sessions.
Interesting. So when you say that, like the first 2 sessions, are you kind of preparing them to be able to go into the past life regression with the you said, because you said there's 2 sessions, and the third one you guys go into the past life regression?
Yeah. So we space it out about a week or 2 apart each session. And a lot of times my clients do have childhood trauma or relationship trauma or whatever it is. And that's priority number 1. We want to clear that first. I've found that sometimes I would do 1 session, but they would just go to like childhood where the abuse happened instead. And so I'm like, well, you know what? Let's just do a couple sessions. It's not like months or years, right? It's just a few sessions. And I got way better results. And anyone who has like hesitancy about if they're able to do hypnosis or not, by the first session, you'll go kind of in the shallow end. Second one, a little bit medium. By the third one, you'll get so used to my voice, you'll go so deep, you'll be able to access them no problem.
I love that idea. When I did it, it was a 1-session thing, and it was hard for me to get into that hypnosis state. It took her a while to get me there.
I think this means we both need to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Feels good though, right?
Yeah.
When I finally got there, I loved it, and my experience was a little crazy, but it told me a lot. Helped me understand a lot about the things I was struggling and why I was struggling with them, and I never would have known it had I not gone through that scenario. It was very profound, very powerful, but I just remember how frustrated I was getting frustrated because I couldn't get into that state that she was trying to get me into. I was very resistant to it. Is that common?
Yeah, it is. And what I've started doing, and I've seen my results go through the roof, is I send people a guided recording or my app, Journeys into the Subconscious, prior to it. And that way they can practice. It's kind of like riding a bike. At first we're like wobbly and we need to use all our muscles, but after we practice more, we can ride it with no hands. Going into trance is a skill. It's not like it's a skill. We go into trance about 12 times a day on average. If anyone out there has done highway hypnosis. So you're driving the car, you're thinking about a thought, and you go on autopilot. You're safe driving, but kind of in that emotional state. That's theta. Before sleep, when you think of all those good thoughts, then you can't remember them in the morning. That's theta. It's very natural. Like I said, children are always in it. It's a skill that we should all learn how to do because we can improve our lives so much. It feels really good. It's just, I do it if I don't sleep good. Like I've been having some wild dreams lately. I don't know about you or the listeners, but I've been doing my daily hypnosis a lot lately.
On yourself?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
So I'll
wow.
listen to my own voice or someone else's.
Uh-huh.
Mostly, almost every day. It's just something I like to do, and it gives me that meditation time. Because you drop into that frequency, you get that rest, and you come out so refreshed. And we work so hard, guys, with our lives and busy schedules. We need to meditate. We need to do some hypnosis and recharge.
Yeah.
What's the difference between like hypnosis and guided meditation?
Meditation is and I love meditation too. By the way, I do transcendental meditation, but it's somewhat harder because a lot of times meditation is either silent or it's a soft voice guiding you. And it's for healing, it's for being in the moment, however, hypnosis is way easier. It's a voice guiding you, and it's guiding you to relax the breathing, the body and the mind, going into some imagery and working on a goal or just relaxation, really. And it's so much easier because you don't have to do anything. When you're meditating, you have to like consciously shut down your thoughts. And a lot of people, that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
With hypnosis, you just listen to the voice and it takes you there effortlessly. You're in that frequency and just relax.
Have you ever had a client that doesn't start talking? That you've had to kind of get them, I mean, they're in the trance or, they're deep into the hypnosis, let's say, and they're not starting to talk about things? Because you mentioned that normally the client is talking so much.
Yeah, it is a lot about expectations, and some people expect to see like some IMAX movie, being like this other realm and stuff, and it's a lot. One of my most talkative clients, he didn't see anything.
Oh.
He was just feeling. He was a claircognizant and clear audio, or no, he was just a knower. So he knew and he felt. So he was feeling his way through it.
Okay.
A lot of people with me get a combination and visions or glimpses. So it's always a little bit different. Not much of my clients fall asleep because I've done this so many times. I know to go faster or slower, to speed it up or slow it down depending on what they need. So it's really a great experience, and you can grow spiritually from it. You can find out patterns. You can do so much. But I had this one friend, he would listen to this audio. He would do these things like weekly. And one day he was like at work on his lunch break, and he was in his car, and something really heavy happened, like some traumatic past life occurred. It was heavy. He didn't even go back to work that day.
Wow.
So with with a guide, what I would do is I would have them go back to their safe place. I would have them tell me, where is that emotion at? Where is that hurt? Oh, it's in my stomach. Oh, okay. What color is it? What does it look like? Oh, it looks like a rock, or it's like hard and heavy. Okay, why don't you remove that rock from you? We'll transform it and change it, and then you can release it. And typically after that, they feel lighter. And sometimes, like I had this one session last week. She went to a scene in a battlefield in World War II, and she was shot in the stomach around the same age as she is now.
Wow.
And she's been having gut issues a lot lately. And so it revealed the root cause of that. After the session, the gut issues went away. So
That's insane. Yeah, I've always thought about hypnosis as, I'm a smoker and I don't want to be a smoker anymore, so let me go do sessions in order to stop smoking. I hadn't really thought about it in this light. Do you still get...
This is the fun stuff.
Yeah. Do you get clients, though, that want to stop a bad habit? as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very effective, and I wish more people would come do it at first instead of pills or other things,
Yeah.
because it's so effective. Just and if it doesn't work, guess what? You're really relaxed, and
Oh,
that's
true.
it. No side effects.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals is adverse reactions from
Mm-hmm.
pharmaceutical pills that are prescribed kill 100,000 people a year. That's the third leading cause of death in America. So why not try this with no side effects?
Right.
Very relaxing, very healing. I had a smoker last week, 20-year smoker, a half a pack a day. One session, she's quit smoking.
Wow. That's
Weight
incredible.
loss. A lot of times weight loss, if it's more than like 50 pounds, sometimes the subconscious, like say I had this one lady, her brother was really mean to her when she was little, and she got abused when she was little, and her subconscious put on the weight to protect her, like a protective barrier, like a force field, like that.
Sure.
Also, like, she wouldn't be as attractive or whatnot to
Yeah.
men, wouldn't find her and be more as vulnerable. And so we got to the root cause of that. Then we did the weight loss and healthy habits, and she lost like the 50 pounds in the next couple months.
Wow.
So
I've heard about that a lot.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. People are holding on to weight for protective purposes, like emotional scenarios.
Sure.
Yeah. My dad beat smoking through hypnotherapy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I remember
great.
that when I was little. Yeah.
How many sessions did you don't know?
I was little. I just remember I pretended like he walked in. I pretended like I was smoking. I was like 2 or 3, and he's like, "That's it." Went and got hypnotherapy and never smoked ever again.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
wow, what a good dad.
Yeah.
I want you to follow his footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. He thought I just remember. I don't remember it. He just always told me that he saw me pretending to smoke like him.
Yeah.
and
You-
that
and
was
think
it.
that was so
And
cute.
It was hypnotherapy that he went and did to help kick
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Kids don't remember what you say, but they remember what you do, parents.
Absolutely.
So you read books, you work out, you do those positive things, be that representative for them.
Yep.
That'll go a long way.
You're definitely correct on that.
For sure. For sure. So what would you say to someone that has a lot of reservation towards this idea? Because I think a lot of people are a little scared of it.
Sure.
Well, it's client-led, not hypnotherapist-led. You tell the hypnotherapist what you want to do it on. It's just a guided meditation, guys. That's all it is. It's just you're not in a vulnerable state. You can go as deep as you want. Don't have to. It's not sleep. You're never unaware. You're aware of the whole. It's a heightened state of awareness, actually. So you're completely there. I record all my sessions too, so you can get the recording after and do reinforcement or just listen to it. So that puts a lot of people at ease. I do sessions online mostly, so 99% are online. Works just as good because I think it works better because of that reason. Some people might feel vulnerable in the same room as a stranger. So they're in their own house. You're in your own comfort and safety. You have your bed or recliner, super comfortable. Whether you're in person or online, after the first minute, your eyes are going to be shut. So as long as you can hear my voice, it's like I'm right there. So it's very relaxing. I think everyone should do this more. It's a superpower tool that we can do. And the reason you're scared of it is because you've been hypnotized to be scared of it, people.
Yes.
Every movie. Think about Hollywood.
No, you're right.
Every movie ever has been a thriller, a horror film, or some psychopath that's been a hypnotist. And there's like 20 movies out there about hypnosis.
Think of the
They're
Twilight
all
Zone
scary.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, even Office Space, the guy got stuck in it, but he changed his life, Good. Ben Affleck was in Hypnotic a few years ago, but it's still, all of them are scary. So and if you're scared of hypnosis, don't watch the TV because you go into alpha frequency.
Yeah, you were
And
saying.
so you kind of like veg, that good feeling. Well, you're susceptible. So the commercials will, so after a program, they always have the first commercial and the last commercial will be for their program because that's what people remember most. If I say 5 numbers, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, you'll remember the first number I said 5 and the last one 1 because the middle we remember, that's what we remember.
Mm.
And I could have mixed them up a little bit more, but it's, yeah, if we're, there's really no, it's just try it because it's really fun. It's really, I do it every day. There's no reason to be hesitant, and watch on YouTube. There's a bunch of videos on there. Plus you can just download my app and you can listen to it before and consciously, and then be like, oh, okay, there's nothing scary in there. And then you can listen to it in a deep state of relaxation.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Because it was a little weird being in a room by myself with some other person and I'm closing my eye.
Yeah.
I like the idea of doing
that.
it online.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't bother me that much, but I could see how that would bother certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You talk a little bit
better too. It's safer for me.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah. You told us about your core message, that through past lives we gain a deeper understanding of who we are on a soul level. Could you explain that a little bit? Like, how does that help us tap into our soul? Why does that matter? What does that look like?
Yeah. So one of my messages really, like, through past, like, we've all had lots of past lives, so it makes us think of the bigger picture of our existence in the context of a spiritual journey. And as humans, a lot of times we discriminate each other if we look different. But in past lives, we've been male and female, rich and poor, dark skin, light skin, all different cultures. So it would help us not look at our physical differences and just love each other and accept each other for who we are instead. And I love it when people are different because it's fun. It's diversity. It's an intellectual diversity as well. So it helps us love each other. When we see beyond the veil, also, like in the physical, we're very separated from source and from everything, and we're alone sometimes. But when we see beyond the veil, the foundation of our universe is love, and that feeling of love, unconditional love, and true authenticity is you just expressing yourself the way you are, because you're perfect and you're more than enough. So it really helps us heal on a deep level, because we all have trauma. It's a spectrum of where we're at. Any spiritual healer has gone through the depths of depression or disease, and Western medicine failed us, and we tried Eastern medicine or holistic ways. Oh, we're healed, and then we want to share our secrets with the world. So it makes the world a better place, and also I haven't found a hell yet, so thousands of sessions and no place like that. So
oh wow,
they're all rooting for us on the other side. Yeah.
You said something that you're more than enough, and I've noticed that so many people in this world struggle with not being enough.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a common thing in a common struggle that you see coming through with people that wanting to see you?
Yeah, it is. We have that separateness, and that abundance is something outside of us. Oh, when I only make this much money, I'll be happy. There was this guy that was in a sports car, and he was looking at this guy in a yacht, and he's like, oh, if I only had a yacht, I'd be happy. Then there was this guy in a bike, and he watched the guy in the sports car, and he's like, oh, if I only had a sports car, I'd be happy. And this guy walking saw the guy riding a bike, and he's like, oh, if I only had a bike, I'd be happy. Then there was a paraplegic who couldn't walk, and he said, well, look, the guy that was walking, he said, oh, if I could only walk. So it's like this abundance is outside of us, but it's not. It's inside of us. We have it within us. We're all here for a purpose and a reason. And that true self-love, we need to love ourselves unconditionally. Fill up our cup so we can shine our light and shine that light all over the world and create a positive place. It's like when I went camping, or I learned to make the campground more clean and better than I found it. Well, we're kind of just on this camping on Earth for 100 years, and hopefully we're here to make it a better place.
I don't think many people think like that.
No, sadly.
I feel like a lot of people are like, how do I take the most from this place?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to ask, that tapestry you have behind you, it's changing colors, making all these cool things. Well, what exactly is that?
Oh, yeah, this is my Cuba my logo is my cube octahedron, but this is a pentahedron or something. So it's an infinity mirror.
Ah,
That is so
Yeah,
cool.
sorry. Yeah, I bring it to festivals, and actually, I'll tell you a story. So part of my sessions is go to an important day or go to a one of the happiest days in these past lives. A lot of times, it's just a day with family or at a picnic, and it's not anything like huge accomplishment or oh, I started this business or this or that. It's just like family or festival is actually what I get to, or a wedding. Because think about 100 years ago, guys, we didn't even have music. Like live music was all we had. We didn't have, you couldn't listen to music unless it was live.
mm-hmm.
And so they loved that music, the sound, there was food. And so we're in such a different place right now. We have so many resources. It's our lack of resourcefulness. We have a lot of distractions, though. We have drugs, we have alcohol, we have the news, we have all these things, but we need to be disciplined to focus on our priorities and our circle of influences, and celebrate. So that why I brought that up is because I go to festivals and I notice how good I feel when I'm there, celebrating, camping, vacations, traveling. So do what you love, guys. Don't waste your time.
I heard a neurosurgeon was talking about, he deals with a lot of people in their lives, and he was talking to this lady. She had lived this great life. He's like, what are you going to miss most? And she said, playing board games with my kids on a rainy day.
Ah,
And he said the common thing that he sees is at the end, what you miss most is the ordinary.
mm-hmm.
It's not the big trips. It's not the, like you were just saying, it's the ordinary things that are the most important and that people miss the most when they realize that it's over.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting that you brought that up.
Yeah, I love that. So we can all be thankful and grateful for what we have. We can fear less. They asked elderly too, like, what's your biggest regret? And it was nothing that they did. It was, oh, I've regretted not doing something. I regretted not asking the girl out or starting the business or doing the. So try it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make a mistake like me. Just get out there. Your 10th podcast will be better than your first, but you're not going to get to the 10th unless you do the first.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to finish on this. Fear is such a big thing in this day and age. What's one of the best experiences you've had with a client where fear was holding them back and a past life regression session broke that open and gave them their lives back?
Yeah, I just had some sessions had to do with power dynamics. I'll tell this story. I had a session when I was first starting this, and I get sessions like Dolores Cannon's books now and Michael Ninn's books, and they cherry pick the best ones, and it's fun that way. It makes it better, stories, and that's good. They're thrilling. But I had this session with a lady who was like 400 or 500 pounds, and she was kind of scared of a lot of things and trust issues, and didn't have strong relationships, and feared men. And she tried everything to lose the weight, and pills, juice cleanses, and so she finally found me, and we did a past life regression. She went to a past life where it was like 500 years ago in Europe. She was the most stunning, beautiful lady of the time. She was like Cleopatra. She was so amazingly attractive that men and women adored her. She was a concubine, like a king's kind of servant, but she was taken care of. She lived in the royal palace, and they had a good king at the time. And she said, "Oh, I'm happy. I'm doing my thing. Okay, go to an important day, a day where the bad king poisoned the good king and died. The bad king took over and cast a shadow over all the palace, and he picked on her the most, and it was like torture for her. She would, have to go to his chambers and do whatever he wanted, and he did this to the other girls too, but he picked her the most. So she started eating compulsively, all the time. So for not only for comfort, but to gain weight so he wouldn't pick her anymore because she didn't want to be picked. She made a vow to never be beautiful again, she said in this session. And that carried over to this lifetime. We found it out. We were able to release that vow, and she lost a lot of the weight. She lost hundreds of pounds after.
Wow.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Well, Jonathan, this has been great, man.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell our listeners how they can get a hold of you if they're interested in doing some type of hypnotherapy work with you, like your social media, website, all that fun stuff?
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Journeys into Past Lives. JourneysIntoPastLives.com. Journeys into Past Lives on Instagram. My app is on Android and iPhone. Journeys into the Subconscious, where I'll have journeys, meditations, custom sessions on there. And I do free introductory calls. So whatever you want to talk to me first, we can chat. We can see how I can help, or I'll point you in the right direction. But this is what I do. I'm super honored to do this with people from all over the world. Just trying to make this world a better place, one client at a time.
I love that.
Hopefully more than that with the app.
Yeah. Perfect. That sounds so great. I'm excited. I'm going to check your app out. I think you and I should reach out to him.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. And then we could report back.
Yeah, we're going to definitely do that because I would, and yeah, that we can go through it, talk more about it. I'm actually excited to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to
have me back on.
Yeah. You don't have to necessarily have a thing like I feel stuck for XYZ reasons to meet with you, correct?
No, you don't. It is, with the past lives, it is better, kind of if you want to dream about something, it's better to be intentional, ask for dreams. Hey, what would I like to find out? What messages? So it is good to have intentions, but just be open-minded is the best way to go about it. Have no expectations. Sometimes that can be a block. So just going into it, hey, whatever happens, happens. Jonathan's going to take care of me.
Yeah.
My higher self is going to guide me to what I need to see. It won't show you anything you're not ready to see. It'll only show you what you're ready to see.
Oh,
so
that's a good tidbit.
Yeah. Awesome.
Great.
Well, Jonathan, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. I really appreciate it.
Yes. And good luck with moving.
You guys are awesome.
Good luck moving to Austin. I guess you'll be in Austin soon, huh?
Yeah. Get ready, Austin. If any Austin listeners are out there,
Yeah.
I'll be at the wellness centers there.
I love
and
it.
Thank you so much. Listen to more of their episodes, listeners. There's a lot of great episodes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. But we're going to reach out. We're going to reach out. We need to do some work.
Raquel's going first.
I will. I have no problem with that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Thank you,
All right.
Jonathan.
Thanks
Appreciate
again.
it.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.